All right. I don't know if everybody hear me okay. I think I'm recording. It says I'm recording through the mic. Anyway, it's been a couple of days. We're gonna get right on into it since I watered everything. So we're gonna do a run through. Sorry. Hang on here. Let's see if we can get through the hardest part because there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to trim. Probably gonna have to water some new seedlings, stuff like that. But this is our next episode on what's growing in the garden. We're gonna start over here. Yeah. Uh, my bush beans, these guys are kind of overgrowing this area. Not arguing about that though. But good news is that cucumbers are doing okay. I got a gap. I guess a couple didn't come up. That's all right. I got a gap there. And as you can see, they are coming up. They're doing okay. I know I put uh, some Swiss chard. I put some Swiss chard over here, but I don't see those coming up yet. That's all right. And then you got the tomato. I almost said tomato bushes. Almost like it. Almost like tomato bushes, because they gotten pretty big. Now I'm worried about them overextending and getting into what you call it in the way of the getting in the way of the trellis here for the cucumbers. But I'm gonna have to water these. This area gets dry pretty quick, so I'm not surprised. But I will definitely make sure I get some water over here. But as you can see, these tomato plants are they're getting huge, man. There's a lot of growth. There were blossoms, but you know, nothing yet. I'll get over there and I'll mention what I'm gonna do over in that area. And this is the corn. As you can see, the corn is still growing a lot. I haven't really separated anything. I just want to see, I don't know, how everything will grow, I guess. But as you can see, it's all packed super tight. Um, it'll be time to give them some more feed pretty soon. And these are the two things: the corn, and obviously the garlic's doing great because all the shade. The other part of the garlic isn't doing super awesome because it's kind of in the sun. We'll get over there to the pumpkins later. There's the okra bush. If you want to see how big this thing is, now it's about as big as the greenhouse now. So there's that. We got basil here and here. I'm pretty sure this is just some stuff. Hang on a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just uh yeah, this is just some regular weeds here. I'll go through there, get those. Tomato plants here doing okay. Kind of getting overshadowed by the corn, but that's okay. This guy is doing a little rough. But most of all that I did transplant is doing okay. I think I might have some lemongrass in the back finally. And I believe these are mustard greens. Oof, sorry if I pulled you too hard, buddy. But yeah, there needs to be there's got to be some water. It's got to get in here too. So I'll have to water that today. Other than that, everything's living the best it can over there. Now we're going to turn around. Oof. Yeah, and we see it's going to be time to give these is that another tomato plant? Or I think these are mustard greens. It'll be time to give them some feed. I have to feed them to make sure they'll be okay. Yeah, they definitely need some water. I don't want them to die on me after I I wasn't even sure I was gonna have any seeds yet. But yeah, we'll make sure we get some water over here. Stat, which reminds me, I gotta check the water bin. There goes your bush beans. I have some bush beans under here too, under this vine. I'm gonna have to trim this vine down because it wants to grow. It's reaching out. I don't want to reach out too much. It's already doing too much, so we'll come back. We'll come back for that. And we got my banana trees. They're doing okay. I watered them yesterday. Well, actually, no. I gave them a little bit of water yesterday, but it'll be time to water them today because I have them on my calendar when I need to water them. So there's that. Let's see. These tomato plants doing marginally okay, but I got not cucumber, cantaloupe vines coming in. They want a little bit of action. I'm gonna cut some fence and fence this area in before this guy starts creeping in and doing its thing. So I got some pest control right there. I don't know if you can see. Just definitely need that. But other than that, they're doing okay. I got a lot of blossoms on this one, not so much on the other one. I don't think I need to tie them up. So far, so good. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're growing all right. And this one over here, I moved another one. Right there, I moved another one. So that's count as 3. But I'll make sure I get that area pretty good. And it is in the afternoon, so what I'm gonna do is, I already hear the water dropping. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and, what did I say? Go with a trellis in the back to kind of section this area off. I should go on the other side. And this area is overgrown. Now, the only thing I'm really caring what's coming out of here is my new vines, which is making their way over here. And that's okay. Take these and get them to go up. We don't want them on the ground. We want them to go up. We already had enough drama on the ground. I think that vine's almost done. But yeah, there's cantaloupe there, and then those 2 sugar baby watermelon vines. I don't know if it was too late in the year to plant them. Hopefully not. We'll see what happens. I probably actually should cover them. I'm gonna do. Keep that area covered. Kind of prep everything for the moment. So everything is as okay as it can be. Oops. Yeah, I'll handle that later. But yeah, I like to try and keep them covered just to control the way the sun is, because you guys know it's hot out here. And then we got vines here. I got to get those to climb up, but they seem to be doing marginally okay on their own. I do have a lot of crabgrass in here, but we can take care of that. That's okay. As long as the vines don't have a problem with it, which they don't seem to be honest. I'm gonna have to trim my basil again. As you can see, I got blossoms there, so I'm gonna trim that. And it's time for more okra. It's been like 2 days, a day and a half, so of course time to trim more okra. And you can see my garlic here on this end is not doing too well because it's out in the sun constantly, gets baked. I don't really have any ideas for shade over here, but as you can see, these greens are doing a really good job. And I might take advantage, maybe chop some up today and try them out. And these are horseradish, the greens from horseradish root. So nothing seems to be bothering them, but I don't want to jinx myself because every time I say that, something gets ate. I still have to get on the other side. My comfrey is still growing. I don't know if you guys know about comfrey, but it's a good fertilizer. There's a lot of nutrients in the plants that give back to the soil and stuff. So you can, you know, take advantage of that if you're growing comfrey. It grows like a weed, so be careful. I got a lot of weeds in here, so it is what it is. Ooh. Gonna move that over here to the vine. Hang on. All right, let's see. Let's get over here in this section. Oh, red burgundy okra is doing okay. I already kind of like how it's not so stressful growing this, and it's like slow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the regular green too, but it's like you can. I can never seem to catch it on time. It still has uses. I'm still going to use it for stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just been kind of difficult to get them not overgrown or when they're, when they're the ripest. But that cantaloupe vine is growing okay over there. Hopefully my next bunch of cantaloupes will be okay. I plan on planting some flowers today. Get some flowers planted out because I need pollinators. Although, there's plenty of flowers growing on the vines, but I still need, I need a variety. I need more guys to come out and kind of give me a hand with some of these pests. I do have some coffee grounds. I have coffee grounds, used coffee grounds. I'm going to utilize those and dump those in areas. Hopefully it'll do some good, keep some pests away. We'll see. Soybeans, basil, all over here. I have to pick out some of these weeds so it can grow okay. But this whole line basil is doing great. Zucchini and squash, which I'm not sure what these little guys are, but we'll see. We'll let them grow up. I think this is another zucchini squash plant. Sure, but everything needs water because it's marginally, as you can see, the topsoil is dry, but you go down there, dig a little deeper, it's marginally wet. But it'll need a little something today, and then I'll probably hit them again in the afternoon because their reaction is a lot better when I look at them in the morning. And I think if I water them in the afternoon, it's like they take less damage and are more prepped. Let's stop kicking that. Probably rake in through here, see if I can get up any extra soil. Basil plants are here. Pumpkins need some water. Watermelon vine is growing okay. Swiss chard over there has had enough. That's okay. We want this guy stay on here. I wasn't planning on this vine to really do so much, and you can see it's still spreading all along. I don't have any more fence to honestly to take from that side. So that might be a little difficult to get this part here fenced in. So it might take a little bit of ingenuity, some ideas. But the corn, this small little corn patch here is actually doing pretty good. You know, they seem to be doing all right. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna break up and dig some stuff up over here, see if I can utilize some of the dirt, whatnot. I don't really have anything else growing here, so you know, see what I can do with that. This is where I was talking about. Yeah, I just want to get a trellis built here so my tomatoes can have somewhere to kind of on the back end lean against something. So I'm gonna see if I can find something to put there. I'll probably have to cut some fence from that section over there, but it's okay since there's already a fence behind it. So that's going to be done today. Moving. Oh. Rake through here, give that water, and I already got the hose kind of getting some water out here. I don't know what to do here. I think I'm gonna whatever I put. Well, there is some stuff that is growing in the ground, so I guess I have to be a little careful. Or maybe I'm just being impatient. And what's supposed to come up, I feel like something should have came up already, to be honest. So yeah, I might be a little picky, rake around here. I don't have any extra soil to use to put anywhere. I don't have any extra soil to start seeds. So I kind of got to do whatever I can in ground, which is like kind of challenging, you know. It's challenging, it is, but it isn't challenging at the same time. Where else? I already showed over here. Hang on. Yeah, I got to pick those. Okra everywhere. Green okra growing all over the place. I haven't added any okra to my fertilizer bins yet. Obviously, those over there. I got to check my peppers. Get these boards out the way. Tiny little bell pepper right there. Bell peppers are doing okay. Watch out for these vines. I think I'm going to plant some, I want to say onions. I don't know where exactly to put them. I'll find somewhere. But yeah, these are my peppers. I think these might be cayenne peppers. They're still growing, you know, as long as they keep growing. I don't know if they are producing yet. I haven't seen anything yet. If you guys see anything, let me know. I don't know, maybe that tiny little one right there, isn't that something? And there. So they're going to need some water today. So I'm going to have to drop the hose over here on this side. And let me go ahead and skip. There's more okra. Everybody's probably getting okra right now. Go over here. Check this out. I think this is, look, already, you see? I've been waiting days for this to change. They don't mess with it at all. And now that it's starting to get ripe, now they want to get on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it off. I don't know if it's sweet enough yet. I'm just going to go ahead and take it off because they're trying their best to get in there. I don't know what that is. You can see it. Wherever that was. Look at this guy. It's in there. So I don't even know. You know, get out of there. Dump it in the water. See if that'll get it out. I don't know what those things are. But I guess those are the culprit. You know? Good luck. Hopefully that'll get it out. We'll see what happens. it had another one too. Yep, sure did. Let's go over and check that. Look, all the okra, all of it. Been like a couple of days. It took my eyes off of it. Yep, look, already over with. Already over with. Look at this. What got in there? And it chewed through the netting. Chewed through the netting. Hollowed out the whole thing. That's insane. Probably would have been good. Not anymore. I'll go ahead and take that off. Look at that. But as I said before, I am bummed out, but I'm not. Because the vines are still growing. I got, I got more coming. So I just hope that this weather is going to change. I still got to deal with whatever is in there. I don't know what's in there. But you see that? That's not whatever I showed you on the last one. What is that? That has to be like a mole or something like that. It's something that digs, something that burrows. And I have no idea how to stop it. Look, hang on. Look how nice it was to leave all the seeds behind. That was so nice of it, wasn't it? Yeah, right. I figured if I leave it on the plastic, it might help, but it didn't. So I got to figure out something. My biggest strategy is just keeping them off the ground. It can't climb. You know what I mean? That would have been a nice one. Let's check my watermelon. Yeah, it had to be this year. I did not have as many problems with burrowing pest. I want to call them pests because they probably think I'm a pest. Like, buddy, I was here before you. I don't know, man. I have another cantaloupe vine growing here. All this watermelon are growing. Hopefully, they'll make their way up here. It looks like they are. Honestly, it does look like they are taking to this well enough. I got to do something. I can't even walk through there now because all the vegetation is weighing it down. I was hoping I'd be able to see this blossom, but I don't think it's going to do anything until late September. It's a long way to wait for some flowering blossoms. I'm not sure. But there's vines growing up in there now. I think there's cucumber vines, there's watermelon vines, cantaloupe vines. They're all growing in the mix, so we'll just leave it alone. The more height it can get, the better, the less worried I'm about it, because whatever is getting chomped up, it's because, oh, look at this. I didn't even see this. So what am I, got to figure something out now, because this guy, I didn't even see this guy. We have to pick it up and put it somewhere. Oh gosh, I'm gonna tie it. What I'll do is I'll tie it to the trellis right here. Stay right there. But there you go, another watermelon hiding in the cut. The one out back here wasn't doing too well. I wonder if it was because it wasn't getting that much water. Yeah, it already looks dried up. Over here, I really haven't got much. It's not terrible, but I just don't want them on the ground because they're just going to get chewed up. And I want more watermelon than I had, Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do in this area. I'm probably going to transplant that pepper plant, get that out of here. think if there's more than one pepper plant, I'll probably take all of those out, because my attention isn't over here as much as it should be. So transplanting is my other way. There was a basil plant I had in there. That guy's starting to dry out. Yeah, I'm just not watering this area enough. Now look at this, another one. And it's done with. And it's funny they didn't go after this one. Isn't that funny? It's already gone. So we'll go ahead and take it off. That sucks. Ugh. We'll take it off, throw it in the compost. But at least it's producing, you know what I mean? I don't know if there's any cantaloupe growing over there. Hopefully. Ginger's doing okay, and the lens are doing all right. Everything's up here. Oh, I do. Hang on. See, man. You guys can see that cantaloupe right there. Okay, so we have one that's up. This is going to be our one to look for to see how well this defense is going to work. Get them off the ground. So we'll see how well that works, guys. I really hope it works. Because if that doesn't work and this thing can climb and eat stuff, I'm in trouble. So let's hope that kind of helps out. These are my strawberries. I'm going to put my coffee grounds down here to kind of go ahead and, after I water this area, throw down some coffee grounds here in this area. I still have to tie that up, because if I get strawberries and this thing sticks around during the winter, I'm going to have a problem. Okay, let's see. And look, okay, so if I don't have to worry about whatever's burrowing, eating stuff, there's stuff that climbs. But these are insects. And it didn't really get in there, but it was doing damage. I'm going to have to figure out a spray. And then it sucks because every time I spray, it rains, but it hasn't rained in like a week. But I guarantee you, let me go ahead and spray or make a spray. I guarantee you it'll rain. It happens all the time. I plant seeds or whatever, or I'll do something. It rains. That's it. And I got to apply it all over again. Hang on. And this is my watermelon. So far, it's doing okay. It's off the ground. These transplants, tomato transplants, that guy's doing okay. That guy's doing okay. These two, not so much. I think they're not getting enough water. Or I mean, that could be lying. It is a little moist down there. I could be lying. I'm not sure. This guy's doing okay. I don't know how big he's going to get. I'm a little worried. It's not rotted at the bottom, but it's doing okay. The rest of the vine is flourishing, though, which is great. If it does make something else, well, I don't know. I don't want it to get too big. So I might have to start pointing it downward. Yeah, I don't want it to, I don't know. I don't want it to get too big. I just want it to stay on the trellis. Just stay on the trellis, please. He's already reaching. Right here, buddy. Lots of growth, doing great and everything else, but really solving the problem with trying to get more than one pest to stop eating my stuff has been The biggest problem solver. Gosh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a spray them. I think I'm gonna put some zinnias in the back over there, right there. I have some zinnia seeds from the front. I'm gonna have to go in and kind of make some stuff, go through, get these boards deeper in the ground. But these vines are doing great, so I'm not mad at that. So that's why I'm not too upset, because as stuff is, getting damaged and ate up, there's other things. This is high up, you know what I mean? So if I can just get a spray and spray this area, to keep them away, we should be in better shape. So whatever currently I'm losing now, hopefully I'll just, they'll be replaced. I'll get more later. But it sucks, man, because if I was recording last season, if I would have been recording last season, you guys would have seen all the watermelon I was getting. I know this is probably a watering issue. I'm not sure if it's too much water or not enough. I don't honestly know if it can come back either, Okay. I had to delete a couple videos off so I could keep recording this episode. I already had to stop twice, which means I'm going to have to delete more stuff when I'm done. Man, those challenges, man. What am I going to put here? I don't know what I'm going to put here. I'm going to figure out and put something over here. Something that'll probably bush beans, more bush beans. Maybe some onions over here. Onion seeds. I have those in the greenhouse that I don't want to go in and open. But I'll go in it today. Move these boards out the way. And I already said that. Yeah, look at that damage. I can't get over that. That has to be some kind of mole or something. Something. Hopefully that guy got out of there, or he drowned. One or the other. But I'm gonna take that one in. I got another one too. This one. And nothing messed with this one. Well, kind of sort of nothing messed with this one. But I guess I'll take that in too. It's about ready to. It may not be that sweet, but whatever. I'll have to take pictures of these and post them on the forum. Is that it? What else I got? I got some corn I got to take off over there on that old corn patch. There's some corn I got to take off for to save for seeds and let them dry out. I mean, we know they can't. Obviously, they can't get the corn seeds. I don't have anything messing with my corn. Then let me shut up, because every time I say there's nothing messing with that, something comes and says I'm gonna eat this. So yeah, but the pumpkin patch, I don't think I got that. Is doing okay. It's really spreading out and everything. I don't know what else I can put in this patch that can grow with pumpkins. Probably some kind of beans. But I don't have a big variety of beans. Dang, I know I have a, let's see if I can, Was it in here? Was it this one? I think it was the other one. I definitely have okra to get out there. Oh, and I do still have basil. Basil is still a thing here, so that's cool. Still gonna have to trim the bottom, so I can get through there. I believe this is all mustard greens that I planted because not a lot of people in the house eat mustard greens. I do. So at least I'll grow them for the benefit of myself eating some. Yeah, oh look, oh, there's a couple. Here's 1, 2, or 3 right there. That's cool. I don't think there's anything else growing. I'll have to get this watered. Area watered. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pick off this corn, whatever I can, and then save those. Then I gotta chop that down. I moved some stuff around. Like here, I moved some stuff so they could have some shade, not really be affected too much. But as you can see, if you're growing in pots, fabric pots, they dry out really quick. So I'll probably have to bring the hose over to this section and water stuff, keep that watered. But I'll look at that later. Have to think of something special for my blueberry bush. It's not making anything right yet. It's gone through a little bit of trial and error. I haven't seen anything come out of here or here yet. So maybe I'll reuse this for seeds. But the pineapples took root, so that's positive. So I'll probably take these 2 guys, do something with them, because they dry out so fast. Like, they dry out quicker than I can keep them moist. So we'll use that for something else. I did plant some stuff in here, but I don't see anything coming up. Well, I might be wrong. There's some small things going on here. Trying to keep them protected from the dogs that we have that like to be disrespectful to what I'm growing. Unfortunately, that is one of the most annoying parts. But I think, honestly, I think I do have an idea that can help protect. I have a baseboard at the bottom, but I probably can just go ahead and staple some here to I can staple some here, like right in range where they like to lift their legs. And it's only the male dogs. Obviously, female dogs don't do that. To kind of protect them, because their urine is acidic, and you don't want that. You don't want it near your plants or to get into the soil. Oh, let me change that. I don't want them to get into the soil. I don't want their acidic stuff to get in there, cause problems for me. So there's that. You're dealing with so much. Never thought it'd be so much drama to start a garden. It's not really drama. It's new things. It's new things that come up today that are kind of like, I didn't think would be a problem this year. But I was wrong. Other than that, I think that is it. I think that is it for everything. My goodness, I got sweat all over this phone. Yeah, I think that is it for everything. As far as I was able to show. There's a lot of good and bad. Seems like tomatoes are just doing better on this side and over there. So we're going to keep that. I'm going to try and get some more sunflowers planted in certain areas. Maybe around the border, around the front. I gotta trim, clip my basil plants. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do. I don't want my basil plants going to seed just yet. What else? Yeah, a couple hours of work today. Other than that, I think that's it. I mean, watermelon vines are still doing okay, still doing all right. I just want whatever's taking advantage, eating my stuff, take a hike. So I have to, since these are the next producers, I got to figure out something within the next day to a couple of weeks. I don't know if, because that's what I forgot. Do have a chip drop coming in sometime this week or next week. And that should help out a lot with retaining moisture in the ground, because I think that's like it definitely is one of my issues, is just retaining moisture. And as I say that, let me take this hose and drop it in the area of my peppers. I've been wanting peppers really. All right, so that's pretty much my video. Hopefully I got enough of everything in there. I really got to clean out my storage in my phone, because I had a lot of stop and starts. That's going to be a lot of choppy stuff I got to edit. Oh, hang on, y'all. Look at this, another one, and it's already got bite marks on it. Look at that. Gosh, I gotta figure something out, man. So I'm gonna have to put up. I think it's already. I'm not even sure if it's. Look at that. It probably was the same one that ate the cantaloupe, just munching on stuff to see if it was ready or not. So, yeah, whatever watermelon I have growing, I need to get them off the ground. So I guess I'm gonna have to put something here and pick that up. Gosh, man, really been on it. But as I was saying before, I think that's gonna be my video. I think it's gonna be all I'm gonna do as far as record. I mean, it's good that I'm, the vines are producing, but I don't want it to be like, as fast as they're producing, they're gonna get ate up. I don't want that to be an issue. That kind of already is an issue. You know what I mean? So I want to say at least start out going after the peppers, but I saw something on Facebook where someone's pepper plants got ate. So there's a lot of stuff on it. At least this isn't happening, but I don't want to jinx myself. My luck this year has been like interesting. I don't want to say bad, because then it might be bad. If I say good, it might be bad. But it's been interesting to say the most. Mostly in just what new issues I had to deal with. But it's all a learning process. I want to just focus on leafy greens. I haven't had any greens like Swiss chard. I haven't had any Swiss chard like I wanted this year. So I mostly got mustard greens. So I don't have issues with mustard greens. I know other people do, but they're just gonna have to get over it. I never had a problem with mustard greens. I want to try. I think I'm gonna clip some of my horseradish greens. Try those out. Nothing seems to be messing with those, so I'm gonna try those for my own my own benefit, my own curiosity, because I heard you can eat. All right, I don't know how long I got. The last one lasted 5 seconds. That's all for my video. That's all I can record, because I have no more space on my phone. So I got to edit this, get it on YouTube, post it, do all the other stuff. I got a chip drop coming. Hopefully I'll have the room to record that on my phone. because they don't really let you know when they're coming. So I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of stuff on my phone today. I have chip drop coming, so that should hopefully help. I got to make a spray to keep these pests away. So I'm thinking about maybe I'll make a garlic spray or an onion spray, something that'll keep them away from my plants, because they're doing marginal damage to the cantaloupes and the melons. So that's my talking points. I know I'm sorry this video was really choppy, whatnot. I should have cleared my phone first. Well, that's all. That's this episode today. Hopefully the next one I'll be able to record a chip drop in a new episode. That's all I got. I'm gonna stop blabbing, stop running my mouth. That is it. Good luck to whatever you guys are growing, whatever you guys are doing in the next coming weeks. Hopefully the weather won't get so extreme, and we'll be able to grow a lot more things. So over these next 2 days, I'm going to see what I can get into the ground before this chip drop comes. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Good luck to you guys. Good luck to your garden, what you're growing in there. And I'll be in the forums. I'll be posting stuff, whatnot. Take care. Good luck. Alrighty, what's up, guys? Hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. I just wanted to show a little bit of progress right quick. This is not a new video. It's just to add on to what I haven't edited already. I'm already starting to get the sniffles, so let me hurry up and make this quick. As you can see right here, I added a new trellis for the back. I don't know how big the squash and whatever is going to get. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's squash, but I'm gonna leave it alone for right now and come back to it. Down there, squash. I think one of these is zucchini. I might plant another couple of zucchini plants. I do see some vines I got to get out. But when this gets bigger, I can either tie it up here on this or tie it against this. But as you can see, my watermelon vine is kind of taken to this. If it does get bigger and it decides to stretch over here, then I'll just leave it over there. But that's my attempt to continue to keep my vines off the ground. Actually, I think there's a vine here I could put up here, so I might do that. Other than that, I'll have to get some stuff water in the afternoon. This is a trellis for my tomato. Officially, it's a tomato bed because pretty much nothing else is in there but tomatoes and basil. So, there's that. So hopefully, as soon as the weather starts changing, I will start getting tomatoes. Oh, of course, still have all that. Everything's growing pretty good in there. So, I tightened it a little bit just to make sure it climbs well. As you can see, it's taken to it pretty good. We go around here to the front. And this is pretty much the tomato bed. And you can see how tall they really gotten. They've gotten really tall. I transferred a few more over there. Like that was one of the new ones transferred over. That one in the back is another new one. They get a little flimsy when you first transfer them over, but you keep them watered. They're not so bad. But that was the idea, because I had to get them to move up somehow. So that is the tomato bed. I know I gotta feed them at some point, so I guess I'll do that this afternoon. I think that might be it as far as new things. think that was just it. That was the only two things that I did so far. So yeah, just wanted to add that little bit on. I still haven't got my chip drop yet. Still waiting for that. So I don't want to use too much memory on my phone, but I deleted some stuff off, so I should reasonably be okay. But yeah, that's kind of my attempt to keep the vines off the ground. I did notice I have new cantaloupe coming in and a couple new watermelons. I tied up that watermelon over there already. There's another one I gotta get off the ground also. So I'll probably try to figure out something with that. I don't know how, but I'll figure out something. Oh, well, I guess I'll show this too. Hang on. Oh, I had some compost that I just decided to dump in here. I'm pretty sure this is where my little mole friend, groundhog, whatever it is that's eating my stuff. I'm pretty sure he's in there somewhere. So that'll keep him busy, I guess, for the moment. Since he wanted to eat stuff, I figured I'd just dump some things. Oh, hang on a second. Caught by surprise. Look at this. Oh, well, I'm going to have to take that off. My first two red okra. And they're reasonably soft, but they're starting to produce, so that's cool. I'll make sure I get those today. Oh, there's three. And they're soft. So for that being a size of what it is, and it still being that soft, I kind of like that. I like that idea. Because I don't always catch them at the right time. So there's four. I got four. So that's cool. I'll clip those off today. So there is some development there. That's cool. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. I'm gonna try and edit this video today. See if I can get it posted today. So other than that, that is it. So after this video, maybe I'll wait another couple of days. I can't even know. I don't even know what day it is. But I'll do a video in another 2 or 3 days, and we'll go from there. But other than that, see you guys later. Bye bye.